Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from L.A. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Play by Isaiah Simmons. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He's got Harrison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
To throw here on 1st down. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Brought in right side. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Cardinals grab it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Throwing now, following the turnover. And this is intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to the air here. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
On the return, here comes Austin. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Handoff headed left to Benson. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 now. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. Gets this one to Harrison. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals get 6 more on their early advantage. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 47. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So no return on that punt. And the Cardinals will have to start from deep within their own territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Higgins makes the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing from the gun here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing it again on second down. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
A big gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Trying to throw here on 4th. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. To throw it on first down. Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
throwing on 2nd and 10. Got for big yards. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! Picked up by the Rams. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completes this one to Rice. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He's dropping back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Rams get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Fits it through the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Throwing for the end zone. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Escapes his grasp. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 20 at the 17-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. A lot of grass ahead. Oh, putting him in the spin. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Rams cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams get it back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt they'd pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back now, pressure on its way. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Pass play coming here. He gets this one in Nakua. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Gibbs now from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Here's 2nd and 11. Connecting on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's a throw. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Benson on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll send him over right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Free inside the 30. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the red zone now. Throw left side, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run here. It's Benson. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner, stop for just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
All I can tell him there was Good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now Murray on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, nearly reeled that in. As you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Cardinals lead by 15 now. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's brought down up across the 40. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, he gets it back.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2. And he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 21. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Rams have some new life in the 4th.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 1. Able to find Nacua here. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams trail by 15. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Pass play now. On the move, headed right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. The Rams got 6 DBs out there for this 3rd down call. Benson once more. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.